Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Sign Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at what are the good things people like to say about you. So we do have 3 piles to choose from. For pile number 1, we have the Tiger's Eye Crystal with the Magician card. For pile 2, we have Purple Cat's Eye with the Wheel of Fortune reversed. And for pile 3, we have Fire Agate with the 7 of Cups. I'm going to give you a few seconds, pick a pile, pick whichever one you're most drawn to, the one that stands out to you the most. So hopefully by now you have picked a pile for yourself. If not, you can pause the video. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below. Then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number 1s. If you chose this Tiger's Eye Crystal and the Magician card, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what are good things people like to say about you. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, then please find my email address in the description box below. Also, I do have a giveaway happening at the moment. If you'd like to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel and comment under this video. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, then please find my email address in the description box below. Also, if you'd like to enter the giveaway that's happening at the moment, then all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel and comment under this video to stand the chance to win a free 30-minute reading from me. The giveaway winner will be announced when we reach 40k subscribers. So, Spirit Guides of Pile 1, what are good things people like to say about pile 1? What are the good things people like to say about pile 1? So we have the 8 of Wands as your next card. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Sun. And we have the Queen of Swords. Okay, and at the back of the deck, we have the Emperor. Okay, so what are the good things people like to say about you? For you, I see this energy where you could be somewhat like witchy. When this Magician card came out, I did feel that energy, but I kind of just wanted to tap into your energy clairvoyantly for a second, and I kept seeing like candle magic and stuff like that. So I don't know if some of you are witchy, but people are speaking about it in a good way because these are good things people are saying about you. So maybe people speak about your spirituality if you're not witchy. If you're psychic, maybe people speak about that with the crystal ball here. Or just your spiritual beliefs in general, like maybe people praise that or like that about you. It seems like you're just very magical. You may also believe in manifestation, crystals, things like that. And I guess some people see it as like a little quirk you have. I don't know if I describe it that way, but they're describing it that way, where they find it cute. I also see this energy of you almost being like the king or queen of cups, but more so king of cups regardless of gender. There's something calming about your energy or about you in general. Like, you also seem very calm with your emotions. You don't seem to lash out very often. You seem like you just keep your emotions in check. Like, you know how to stay regulated emotionally. Even in maybe like tough situations, you're always just very grounded, even with the Tiger's Eye crystal you chose. And you make other people feel calm and grounded and at ease too, even when, you know, something stressful is happening or chaotic is happening. I see that there are a lot of good people, like good talk about you, good people talking about you. But I do also see that, you know, when people do speak negatively about you, you are very spiritually protected, where it backfires on them immediately in some way, or they get some kind of instant karma immediately. I don't know if you did like a protection spell, if you are naturally just spiritually protected and gifted, but that's what I see. I also see this Sagittarius ninth house energy, regardless of if that is your sign or not. There's this energy of travel, of being like a free spirit in some way and not really being tied down to one place. Maybe some of you are constantly moving around from place to place, or you've had a life like that where you haven't just been like settled down in one place. You've kind of been like everywhere. And I don't feel like that will resonate with everybody, but for some of you, it will resonate. And then the free spirit message is coming through. Like, people say that you don't really like to be tied down. Maybe you would like some stability of some kind, but also at the same time, you don't like to be too tied down to, responsibilities and things like that. And people speak about it like from a good place where they're viewing it from a positive perspective, because it seems like you don't really have much holding you back. You're kind of just a very fun person with the Sun card, very free spirited, like I said. Maybe you make other people feel younger, because that's what I'm hearing. Like, your presence makes people feel younger and more at ease, and like they can breathe and they don't have to think about responsibilities. Like, it's just a good time with you always. You're probably just very funny too. And you probably also have like a nice smile. That's something people do say. So let's get some clarification cards. So clarify the Magician. We have the Eight of Pentacles. I do feel like some kind of throat chakra energy with this pile. So my throat kind of feels like it's closing up within your energy. So with the Queen of Swords here, maybe you are working on your throat chakra. Maybe you are like opening up your throat chakra, setting more boundaries for yourself. Maybe it's not easy for you since this blockage feels kind of heavy, but maybe you've been working on that area of life, like communication, boundaries, things like that. And maybe that's something people are definitely talking about, how maybe it's not easy for you to do that, but I guess you are like maybe taking a step outside of your comfort zone and working on yourself. So we also have the Temperance card. We have the Six of Wands reversed. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the King of Wands. And now at the back of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. I'm hearing people say, I wish I could be more like you. I wish I could have the lifestyle you have. Something about that. Because like I said, your lifestyle seems free of a lot of responsibility right now. And you kind of just seem to be going with the flow of life. I'm getting the energy of Australia for some reason. But anyways, I'm seeing this energy of you kind of just not living like a fast-paced life. You've kind of slowed down. You're probably traveling a lot. Like, that's the type of energy I feel in this pile. Or like someone that's like near the beach and their life is kind of like slow and steady and it's not like really a rush. Um, Maybe you don't have kids, maybe you're very young. I don't know, but that's kind of what I feel from this pile's energy. So people are kind of praising your lifestyle and saying they wish they had that kind of free lifestyle too, free of responsibility and just like fun. Maybe you go out a lot. Maybe you have some kind of steady income that allows you to maybe have more of a free schedule. Maybe some of you own your own businesses and then it gives you like more of a free schedule. Or maybe some of you have some kind of like financial support of some kind where you don't have to maybe like work a full-time job. Because that's kind of like what I'm getting here. Like, you work when you want to work. And with the Six of Wands reversed, maybe you're not also like so focused on achievements, or like your physical successes. You're more focused on your own internal happiness. I do feel like you are focused on certain goals, but you're not that concerned with like physical successes or material wealth, if that makes sense. I kind of feel like a hippie like energy with this pile, if that makes sense. So people are kind of praising that you almost seem like not tied down to physical aspects like money or um your success of any kind. Like you don't really care about that. You just want to live your life and be happy and be free. And that's all that matters to you. And I guess people are seeing that as a good thing and like kind of wishing they maybe had that perspective of life, because I think a lot of these people that are speaking about you may feel like they often tie their self-worth to success. And for you, you don't really seem to get embarrassed by many things. They kind of envy you for that, because you just seem like you don't really give a F what other people think of you. You're just living life for you, going to the beat of your own drum. And I just feel like a very unique personality here that people speak good about that, and people admire that. So the number 10 and 11 is significant here, the combination of that. Because I was timing myself and I saw 11:10 on the clock and 10:11 on the timer. So something about that angel number is significant. But anyways, I was saying something about like you not really caring what other people think. You don't really care to fit in with your uniqueness, your difference in some way. And I see people admiring that you can embrace your uniqueness and stand out with it instead of trying to fit in with other people. You could be very innovative as well. Like you maybe have a lot of great ideas that most people don't think of, that are kind of outside the box. You also seem to have some kind of ego here that isn't too big. So your ego is like balanced in some way, because I think you've built it naturally over time from a place of genuinely being happy with yourself, where it's not like you're egotistical, but it's not like you have insecurities either. And even if you do, like maybe you've been working on that with the Seven of Swords here, but I feel like you've come to a place where you have this unwavering confidence within yourself, where even if people were to try to like say something to you that they perceive as would maybe make you like less confident in yourself, it still doesn't affect you. So there is like this steady confidence you have going on, the steady ego you have going on, but it's not egotistical, it's like a healthy ego. Um, I hope I'm making sense, but that's what I see. I also see Leo energy quite prominently here. Sagittarius, Aries, definitely fire sign energy. I also see some air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, especially Gemini here with the Magician, maybe Virgo too, maybe some Pisces too. So those are the zodiac signs I feel here. That could just be extra confirmation. But basically, like I see this energy of you just shining, you just being happy and living your life and not letting other people almost do anything to take away your happiness. Because with the sun opposite the Seven of Swords, I think you've had a lot of people that maybe see you being happy and then try to like affect your mood or ruin your day, and you don't let it ruin your day anymore. So I see people speaking good about that and saying they almost like want to learn from you. And it's so interesting. I just noticed the Hamsa hand is in the Seven of Swords. And when I said that you're so protected, when I was looking at the Magician card in the beginning, I literally saw the Hamsa hand. So that's very interesting. Maybe that symbol is significant for some of you in some way, because I saw it and now it's coming through in the card. People also like to say that you have beautiful eyes, something about your lashes too. And you have this fox-like beauty, um, or foxy kind of sexiness, if that makes sense. And there's also something about you knowing how to kind of like take up space and knowing how to be in the spotlight while also not like you're not intentionally trying to be taking anybody else's shine, but I think that sometimes people can be threatened by that and then almost try to steal your shine, but then you still don't make yourself small. So I see people speaking good about that, and I see a lot of people that maybe struggle with insecurities or with self-worth, where they don't know how to take up space, where they don't know how to do what you do. They kind of look up to you and speak about you from a place of like looking up to you and wanting to be more like you in that sense. I keep seeing this energy of other people wanting to be more like you. Like they perceive your life as much easier and your life as much more slow and flowy in some way. Like even with your work, there's something about people saying you don't really have much deadlines. Like you kind of just can work when you want to work and you just seem free in some way. Like you seem like you're living a very comfortable, at ease life, at least from the outside perspective and at least from the talk about you. I don't know if this is true. I also see this energy where people say that you have a nice voice. People say that they like the way you communicate. With the sun next to the Queen of Swords, there's something about you knowing how to cheer people up with your voice. Your voice can kind of like, yeah, cheer people up, get people outside of their comfort zone, but also break the ice. Like maybe you're someone that can be very extroverted or can be a social butterfly with the Queen of Swords, the Sun. I think a lot of people say that you're charming and you know how to get a person to open up to you and how to get a person to like you. Even people that are envious of you or dislike you, um, they tend to even start liking you by accident. So you have a very likable personality, a very bubbly kind of voice, if that makes sense. Maybe you're also very loud, you take up space with the sun next to the Queen of Swords. I'm getting this big, bold energy. And maybe you also have like a contagious laughter with the Queen of Swords next to the sun. I also see this energy of, like I said, you don't really get embarrassed. So maybe you're someone that has an easy time putting yourself out there, like in conversations with people, but also on social media. It's kind of like you're out there in the world and you're not afraid to be you or afraid to put yourself out there. And I also get this energy of some people crushing on you, some people that are attracted to you, where they definitely are talking about that. People praise the fact that you've worked on yourself, the fact that you've healed something and you've taken the time to heal it. It hasn't been an easy journey for you. People also say that you're a very strong person, that you're very resilient, that you kind of bring harmony to other people, like this energy of peace, calm, harmony. I'm hearing bohemian princess or goddess. Your energy is kind of like sparkly or fairy-like. I feel like this energy of fairy dust on me, if that makes sense. And I feel like people often say that you lift up and brighten their day, like you give good pep talks and good compliments too. And I see people also complimenting you when they speak about you. I see some people saying you're lucky and they envy your life, but like in a good way. Like they're kind of joking about it, but there is some truth to it, but it's not like they're malicious in any way. It's coming through more like, oh, I envy their life, like that type of energy. um, I don't know how to explain that, but I hope you get what I mean. I also see people that have maybe been like in relationships with you, like close relationships. Even if the relationship wasn't in your life for a long time, I see those people speaking about you a lot too. So I also see something about like your nails. Like I'm seeing short manicured nails. So that is all I see for you. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Also, something about your hair being like nice and soft and long, and like people liking to play with your hair. And even if your hair is not long, something about like people liking to play with your hair, it being very soft and fluffy in some way. So that is all I have for you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, on pile number 2s. If you chose this purple cat's eye crystal in the Wheel of Fortune reverse, and this is your reading, we're going to be taking a look at what are the good things people like to say about you. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, then please find my email address in the description box below. If you'd like to enter the giveaway we have at the moment, I have a giveaway for one free 30-minute reading. So the giveaway winner will be announced when we reach 40k subscribers. If you'd like to enter, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel and comment under this video. So let's go ahead and shuffle your cards and see what comes up. So with this Wheel of Fortune reverse card, I am getting that you have a lot of friends speaking about you, because I heard the word amigo. So I don't know if some of you are Spanish, or if you have a Spanish friend that speaks about you specifically a lot. But I'm getting this energy with this Wheel of Fortune reverse that these friends of yours kind of like say that your life hasn't been full of like you haven't kind of been like handed everything on a silver platter. You had to work for it. With the Wheel of Fortune reverse, it's like things just didn't happen for you easily, but you still tried to make changes for yourself. You still didn't give up. You didn't see it as like, oh, I'm unlucky, nothing works out for me. Instead, you fought for what you deserve and what you believe you deserve and what you believe you desire. 10 of Cups reversed. It's like you don't take no for an answer from the universe, if that makes sense. 10 of Cups reversed, the Tower reversed. If you want something and it's not coming easy to you, you still fight for what you want. And that determination and that thing of like not being able to take no for an answer is very inspiring. It kind of teaches your friends and people around you that even if something doesn't come easy to you, if you fight for it, you may be able to have it. You know, it teaches them to not give up so easily on their desires and their dreams and what they want out of the world and out of life. So we have the Tower reversed, the World, the Two of Swords, and the Star at the back of the deck. Something about conversations happening online, because I heard the word online. I'm hearing someone say they stole my heart. So someone is saying you stole their heart. Someone's saying like you have this like high vibe. I'm hearing like frequency. So I don't know if that person's spiritual, or if they don't say it in those exact words, but maybe they say they like your energy. Maybe you just have a high vibration naturally. So I am also seeing this energy of like people looking at your social media and talking about you and kind of like saying, oh, you know, I like this picture, or oh, they look so good here. Like something about there being commentary on your social media. But also outfits you've worn, things like that is coming through. So people really like your style, your fashion style. There's also something about you having sexy legs and hips. If you're a woman watching, if you're a man watching, you could still have sexy legs. Um, and like when you're not dressed up, you like to be comfy, but you're still stylish. So people like your style, definitely. Something about like religion or beliefs is coming through. I don't know why. I'm just seeing that. I'm also seeing this energy of you not being easily found. Because what Spirit is showing me clairvoyantly is like, I'm on a boat, right? And I'm trying to find something under the water and I can't find that radar. So, what I'm reading from that intuitively is that you're maybe hard to find or hard to reach. But I see people speaking about it as a good thing. Like you not just being accessible to everybody, you not being easily findable. I guess maybe people feel like it's a good thing because you don't give people the chance to maybe take you for granted by being there all the time or being accessible all the time. You probably make time for you and yourself. And people will find you when you're ready to be found, I guess. That's kind of what's coming through. I get like a strong boundary energy. Like, yes, you're close to the people you love, but you also have a certain amount of boundaries with them with the Ten of Cups reversed. This is how I'm reading it. Like, you have a love for them, but there also needs to be boundaries when it comes to space and stuff like that for you. So I see people kind of like speaking good about this, saying that you advocate for getting time for yourself and for having your own personal space and freedom outside the connection and your own independence outside the connection because you have a life outside the relationship. So, yeah, I see some kind of boundary here that people praise. With the Tower reverse, even when you go through problems in life, you try to change it around. You try to solve those problems. You try to put a stop to it before it even happens. Like maybe you're able to notice tower moments before they happen or problems before they happen and solve it before it even plays out. You definitely made very good decisions for yourself and your life. Like I said, things haven't been handed to you on a silver platter, but the decisions you've made helped you probably like achieve something good for yourself or get to a place where you're happy with. Um, I see people calling you brave in some way. Ten of Swords, the Knight of Cups. Yeah, there's definitely like someone speaking about you romantically. The Hanged Man reverse, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Fool. So I also get this energy of making jokes. So I'm seeing a vision of like someone sharing like an inside joke that you and them have. I'm seeing this energy of like them talking about things that you did that made them laugh. But it's not like they're laughing at you, it's like a funny story. Does that make sense? That's what I'm seeing in my mind's eye. With the Three of Pentacles reversed at the back of the deck, you're probably someone very independent. You probably like doing things on your own. You probably don't like to work in groups or be around people too much. You're maybe more of a loner, or lone wolf, or you're maybe more of like an independent person where you like to do things alone rather than with people. I'm also seeing this energy where you've kind of just independently gone after what you want without anybody telling you to go after it. I'm also seeing something about like a Van Cleef, I don't know how to say that, necklace. I'm seeing that in my mind's eye. So if you have one, like maybe people say they like it, because I'm literally seeing it in my mind's eye. That's very specific. Or maybe like the necklaces you wear. Okay. I see this energy of people saying that you have taken a lot of risks in life, and those risks have been calculated in some way where you've thought it out properly and you've made the decision. And even if you didn't know whether that decision or risk was going to lead to something good, you made the best out of it by being consistent with your actions, and you eventually achieved something great from that risk. So the risk paid off in some way. whether that has to do with your career, relationships, whatever it is, it paid off in some way. So people are speaking about that. People are also speaking about your perspective of things. So you seem to not complain a lot, and you seem to kind of like have this perspective of life that even if problems are there, they can be fixed, and it's not necessarily that that problem's going to be there forever. You don't look at things in a doom and gloom way, or at least that's how it is from the outside view of you. And I get that you kind of have transformed your perspective of your problems in your life, right? Where maybe you've seen it as like something good, or something that's helping you transform, or something that's helping you become more wise. I'm hearing the word elegant, so people could see you as elegant. I'm also hearing timeless, and I'm seeing a scorpion. So I don't know if some of you are Scorpios. I'm also seeing you could be very creative, because I'm seeing art in my mind's eye. Excuse me. I'm also seeing something about a nice body, a curvy body, or an hourglass figure, or slim thick. That's what I'm seeing. Something about the upper chest area for the wound watching, like people speaking about it in more of a lustful way, if that makes sense. Um, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but that's just coming through. I'm also seeing this energy of like people saying that you let your ideas flow to life. There's also something about you just having very good hygiene and your home always being clean. So maybe some people are like, oh, my home's never that clean. Wow, Pal 2's home is always clean every time we go there. I'm seeing that. I'm seeing something about like someone speak about them looking into your eyes and like wanting to kiss you. So again, someone could be crushing on you, or you could have like a boyfriend or girlfriend that's speaking about you if you are dating somebody, or if you know anybody that's interested in you. Something about nice cheekbones is coming through. Something about your character and you, like people praising your character behind your back, right? Like you having a good heart and you just being very kind and caring. And maybe also being good at like solving other people's problems or giving them a different perspective of what they're going through. I also see someone like giving you hints and signals that they're interested. That energy keeps showing up. And I'm also hearing gatekeeping, but I'm getting a good energy from that. So someone is saying that it's a good thing that you gatekeep because, well, I don't know if you actually gatekeep, but I'm hearing that. Like, it's a good thing that you gatekeep because you're not letting everybody, again, like, have access to the stuff you have because it's you and it's like what you like. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting. You also have a little bit of a goofy side to you, like a silly, playful side to you that people like. You don't take yourself or life too seriously, but you can be serious when it's needed. There is someone from your past speaking about their regrets and speaking about what they should have done, and they believe that if they did this, the relationship wouldn't have ended. So I'm hearing that Bruno Mars song that goes like, I should have bought you flowers and blah, blah, blah. So yeah, someone is saying like, I should have done this. I should have done this. But it's coming through as more romantic. Yeah. Something about curly hair, your curly hair being beautiful, or wavy hair. Or like you could do a lot of like slick back buns. And somebody here has been going to the gym recently. Your body is tea. Like, I keep getting messages about your body. So, people are definitely speaking about like the way your body looks right now, and different people are speaking about it in different ways. I'm seeing that someone burst your bubble, but you didn't let it get to you in some way. I don't know what that means. I'm also seeing this energy of like losing your spark and finding it back, or reinventing yourself in some way. Um, I'm also seeing this energy of like learning from our mistakes, where because with the Fool here, I'm seeing this energy of like, okay, maybe I took a risk here and it didn't go the way I expected. But then I kind of learned from it, from my mistake. So I guess you have like some people saying that your decisions have led you to good places, and then you have like some people saying you made good decisions, but then like sometimes you did make mistakes and you learned from them. Okay. I'm also seeing this energy of like you being very non-judgmental, very understanding. Like people feel like they can come to you with their problems or with their secrets or life stories, and you'll never judge them or, talk about them or see them differently, even if they open up to you. You're very comforting and nurturing. Like I'm seeing an image of someone comfort another person. Something about like your hugs being so warm and full of love in some way. People feel like they can rely and count on you. You're independent too. And people, not only in your relationships, feel that way, but also at work. Like if somebody asks you to do something, they know that they can trust that you're going to do it. You're not just going to say you're going to do it and not follow through on that. So that is coming through quite prominently. Also, when it comes to your relationships, you don't just switch up and change on people. Like, if you promise somebody that you're going to stay with them by their side, like, you mean it truly. So people are saying that you keep your word and that you keep your promises. You're also very rare, hard to find. Again, like, it's hard to find a person like you. You're also very romantic. People that have seen the romantic side of you are speaking about that. So that is all I have for you. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number threes. If you chose this fire agate crystal and the Seven of Cups, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what are the good things people like to say about you. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, then please find my email address in the description box below. Also, I do have a giveaway happening at the moment. If you'd like to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel and comment under this video to stand the chance to win a free 30-minute reading from me. And the giveaway winner will be announced when we reach 40k subscribers. So let's go ahead and shuffle your cards. So I was hearing a song by Lana Del Rey when I looked at this card. Something, I don't know what the song is called, but it goes like cherry wine, something like that. When I was looking at the wine here, I started hearing that. So maybe this pile likes Lana Del Rey or has a vibe that's similar to Lana Del Rey. Maybe people speak about that. People speak about your eyes, since we have an eye here, and perhaps people also watch you and they speak about what they've observed from you. So the Hermit. Then we have the Four of Swords with the Ace of Cups. We have the World. So you're someone that's very chilled and laid back, yet at the same time, from what people have observed, you kind of just keep to yourself and mind your own business. You're not like very nosy or in other people's business. Most of the time you're just focusing on you and staying in your own lane, and people like that about you. You don't seem to like partake in anything that would be like negative to other people, like gossiping, things like that. Like you kind of just seem to be focusing on yourself. Living under a rock, but in a good way. It's like you're not keeping up with the bad things that are happening nowadays. It's like you're kind of just, it's too heavy for you to kind of like watch the news and all those things all the time. So I feel like you're probably that type of person that's trying to just be in a positive headspace and mind space. Maybe you meditate a lot like we see on this card, or maybe you just try to like keep yourself in a good headspace where you're watching what you're consuming, like on the internet and stuff like that. And I guess it is paying off. It's helping you mentally, where you kind of are just like at peace from what other people have observed. And you don't really care about like what other people are doing. Not that you don't care, but you're just more so focused on you. Whereas other people are always like competing, looking at what the other person's doing, and it's like nobody's just focusing on themselves from what other people have observed. This is their perception. And so that's what's coming through. There's also something about you being very sexy and seductive without even trying to be. You're very physically appealing to the eye, and there's something about people liking to stare at you. Some people may even think that you have like a whole lot of men or women trying to get with you that are interested in you, and like you constantly have to reject people. So I don't know whether that's true or not. That's just what they assume or guess. Because of the way you look, they just guess that a lot of people would be interested in you or into you in some way. There's also something about people speaking about the fact that you're oblivious to the things people say and their opinions. Like, it really doesn't matter to you. I'm also seeing this energy of you just having an open heart and being an open book in some way, but also being open-minded is what I'm hearing. And I also see this energy of like you knowing how to have a good time and maybe like host parties or something like that. Like, I don't know if you've ever hosted house parties or something where people talk about the event you had or the party you had and them having a good time there. I get that people also speak about your home or the way your home looks or your apartment. I get that people also speak about your love life a lot. Like with the Ace of Cups, I'm seeing this energy of other people whispering and gossiping about your love life, but in a good way where it's like, for example, let's say you're in a relationship and they're like, oh, they're so cute together. Or let's say you're single and they're like, oh, they would be cute with this person or blah, blah, blah. um that kind of energy showing through. Some of you recently traveled somewhere and posted it online and people are speaking about it. I'm seeing this energy of like, did you hear so and so went here? Did you see? You definitely have a lot of people stalking you online and talking about you, talking about like what they see. We have the Strength card as your next card. We have the Six of Cups. The thing is, you're very fun, but you're also someone that's more introverted. Like, you like having conversations with people when you want to, but you're also not like very extroverted, but you can be a lot of fun to be around, but then you also like need your own alone time to recharge. And people get that and understand that. I'm hearing you're true in some way, like maybe truthful or truth to yourself, or maybe what you say is true. So we have Strength, Six of Cups, Queen of Swords, Nine of Cups reverse, and the Eight of Wands with the Queen of Pentacles at the back of the deck. So I hear some people saying that if you're single, there is a different message coming through. I see some people saying that you seem like you don't want to settle down right yet, or you seem like you're still figuring out what you want when it comes to love, and you're not rushing the process of love. Like, even if you want love and you're open to it, you're not like rushing the process of finding it. You're not like desperate to have it, and I guess people are talking about that in a good way. And they're saying that you will someday meet your person and they believe you will. Okay. And I'm also getting this energy of like, maybe you are like available and dating and like going on dates and putting yourself out there, but I guess you're just waiting for the right one to come along, and people are noticing that. So people think that you have high standards and they speak about that, but in a good way. They say that you don't seem like you're settling for less than you deserve or want. People also seem to speak about past behaviors with the Six of Cups here, but with the Hermit, it seems like you found self-awareness within those behaviors, and maybe you changed something, or maybe you just became more mindful of it. I don't know. That's what people speak about. People also speak about how they admire your strength, but not only your strength, your strengths and your talents and the things you're good at. So maybe people have noticed like certain things you're good at. There's also something about you having a don't come for me attitude. Not necessarily being on the defense, because I feel like you're very chilled and laid back, but there's this energy of like don't F with me that people respect. And some people say like I'll never F with pile number 3, but like I respect them. I wouldn't do that to them, and I'm also intimidated by them, but they say it in a good way. I also see this energy of people saying that your voice has a calming effect with the Queen of Swords opposite the Four of Swords, or you have like a very calm, relaxed voice, or you very rarely get angry or raise your voice. You're most of the time just like very peaceful, and you don't seem very worried when you speak to people either. And you don't seem overly emotional, but you don't seem overly logical either. Like you are smart with the Hermit, like you are very knowledgeable, but you're not also too much within logic or too much within emotion. You kind of have a balance going on, is what I feel. People also think you're confident in yourself. People think that you remind them of someone they once knew or someone that they admire. Um, so you know how I said like Lana Del Rey in the beginning, maybe you remind someone of like a certain celebrity or someone as well for someone here. I'm seeing something about people liking your lipstick, if you wear lipstick, and your earrings. I'm also seeing people say that your skin looks very soft and moisturized. I see that people are saying, even though you haven't gotten what you fully wanted out of life yet with the Nine of Cups reversed, you're on your way there with the Eight of Wands and you're taking action towards that. And you will eventually accomplish something. People are talking about you being capable of like achieving something great. I just noticed Tiger showed up twice within this pile, so something about the tiger spiritual meaning or symbolism is significant here. You're also very focused on making money, elevating yourself. You're probably someone that is more so focused on that than your social life, but I see people praising that. Like, you don't seem distracted by things like, yes, you can have fun, like once in a while, but you don't seem distracted by things that most people are distracted by, at least from their perspective. And I'm hearing like chai tea, so maybe you're also like trying to be very healthy. Maybe some of you are into wellness, bettering your physical health, spiritual health, and people are talking about that. I also see this energy of like the heels you wear and the way your calves look in those heels. Okay. And I'm seeing this energy of people also saying they dreamt about you. So I think this is one person or two people saying they dreamt about you and talking about the dream, but it seemed like you helped them in the dream. You're very sexy. You have this like fiery, feisty personality to you, a sassy side to you that people like. Yet you can also be very nostalgic and comfortable to be around. Like you make other people feel comfortable. People also just feel comfortable speaking to you. Like it just feels like I'm speaking to an old friend, even if I don't know you. That's how it feels for them. So they just feel like can relate to you a lot as well. And there's just a lot of understanding here, and it's never awkward with you, even in silence. So people also maybe speak about conversations you've had with them and how they feel about it. Also, like past memories they have with you and where they're sort of like reminiscing on it. Six of Cups could also represent people from your past speaking about you. But we're speaking about like good things. So maybe some people from your past are saying good things about you. Something about someone wanting to hold your hand or touch your hand. And I'm seeing something about your music taste, where maybe people like your music taste. I just saw the angel number 111. There is a strong desire to go after your dreams. Um, there's something about like my wants changing, and I'm trying to like understand what my wants are, but every time I go after my wants and I accomplish something, then the want changes, and then something about that, like you kind of changing certain things as you progress in life. Like maybe at this stage of your life you want this, and then at this stage of your life you want this, and you're kind of just flowing with that. Like you're not forcing yourself to stay wanting the same thing forever. Maybe you're okay with like moving on from that if it was, that chapter of your life, if you feel that way and you feel like it's time to move on and you're ready for something new. I'm also seeing something about like outgrowing certain places you were in before, but then just kind of like flowing with that and not forcing yourself to be in an area you've outgrown, or in a relationship you've outgrown, or at a job you've outgrown. So that's what I see. I also see something about like you managing your stress well. I see someone speaking about you on a phone call, or speaking about a phone call they had with you. Like directly after the phone call, they speak to another person about you. Something about that's coming through. Something about healing from heartbreak, because I feel a healing energy within my heart chakra now. I also saw the angel number 555 now, so you've probably made a lot of great changes to your life or to your outlook on life. Because with the Seven of Cups, with this Eye and the Hermit, I'm getting something about like your outlook on life changing as well. I like you letting go of an outlook on life that isn't empowering anymore. I'm also getting something about your confidence, your growth, people speaking good about that, and people saying that you're very intelligent. You also don't sweep things under the rug. You directly address it in the moment, but you don't come across as like incredibly hostile or aggressive when you do address those things. You also seem to know how to like manage your time well, or get things done fast while still being calm, while not like rushing and being like full of anxiety. So maybe you work well under pressure and people talk about that. I see people at your work speaking about you, like co-workers. I see someone like wanting to give you some kind of promotion. So I don't know if that will resonate with everybody, but I see that. I also see your coworkers speaking about you. People also say that you're very mysterious, especially your next moves. Some people want to know your next moves, but will never know your next moves. So maybe you're a little bit unpredictable in the moves you're going to make. And people always want to know what you're doing next, but they never can until you've actually done it. I keep hearing the word outgrown. So people are definitely speaking about that, and there's emphasis on that where people speak about it. So that is all I have for you, pile 3. I really hope this reading resonated with you. I'm also seeing something about like someone here being vegetarian or vegan. Anyways, yeah, that's all I see. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.